Okay, let's see if that works. Let's see if that does the thing that I want it to do. Hopefully. Ooh, turned on my phone. Don't forget to do that again. It should be live. There we go. Gucci. Okay. So literally bored out of my mind. Don't have anything to do. So, tier list. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on this while I do the tiers. So I'm gonna have overrated garbage, overrated but tolerate, neutral, uh, don't hate, yeah, don't hate, eh, don't care for. God, I gotta figure out what I want to capitalize and what I don't need to capitalize. Neutral. If that's how you spell it, and that is not how you spell it. I am so bad at spelling. Neutral. Like. Uh. Like. Love. I don't know. Like. Play. And then love, I guess. That's what I'll do. Let's see if I can make this just a little bit more centered. There we go. That seems good enough to me. Okay, so I've got very opinions. Yes, very much opinions. Don't care for any of that. Let's change this to don't care for, but don't mind. There we go. Whoop. That. I mean, like, actually, I'll put Archfiend. I'm gonna count this as Summon Skull Archfiend. I like Harpies. I'm neutral on Gate Guardian. Neutral on Karibo. Tunes. Overrated but tolerate. Thousand Eyes Restrict. I actually like Insect Queen. Like, it's not like old insects really did anything. I assume there's other insect decks on here. Legendary Fisherman. I like. Heck, I don't know. Like, I'd have to move these later on. I'll put this in neutral. I'll put that in play because I do actually like Harpies, and I do try to still play them when I can. Gradius, don't care for but don't mind. Jinzo, don't care for but don't mind. Lester Blader, I'm neutral, and I'm just doing it in order that they come in. I'm not really doing specific, like, listing yet. Don't care for, but don't mind. Mask stuff, I'm neutral on. I think it has potential if it gets like a wave of support in one of the maze sets. Magnet Warrior. I'm neutral on it. Spirit Monsters, I like those. Don't care, but don't mind about Parshath. Versal Quiz, same deal. Necro Valley, I'm neutral on. Or Gravekeepers, I should say, I'm neutral on. I like Trap Monsters. Dark Scorpion, don't care, but don't mind. XYZ, or XYZ Union, I am neutral on. Don't care for, but don't mind. I specifically like. I don't feel anything on it. how do I explain it? How like what's the difference? Like neutral, like I would play it, or like I've tried to make it work before. Don't care for it, but don't mind means I'm like neutral on it, but I've never tried to build it, or I've never really bothered to try to build it or play it. I should say. Spell counters, don't care for, but don't mind. Vampire Orchid, don't care for, but don't mind. Amazoness, I do like, and I have played it. D dot or D dot D dot, yeah. I'm neutral on Benkai OTK. I don't care for, but don't mind. The Koitsu Oitsu Doitsu Sunzu whatever God of War. I don't know. What is it? Art of War. That's what it is. This will go with Archfiend or Summon Skull on neutral. Ojama, don't care for, but don't mind. Guardian, don't care for, but don't mind because it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's like if I go by my own rulings, Final Countdown goes there. It just doesn't do anything productive. It's a stall deck, but I'm not gonna build it. I'm never gonna build it, but I don't really care about it. So yeah, Chaos, I like it. I wish there was a pure Chaos deck that was actually playable in Modern, but you know, it's all about archetypes. Dread Maju, don't care for, but don't mind. It's actually almost, but like overrated but tolerate. I don't know. I'll keep it there for now. I forget what this one is. Let's see. Sealmaster, Melcy. These have a cool gimmick with like giving them back row that does things depending on what type of card it is, monster spell or trap. So that's cool. The first sarcophagus, don't care for but don't mind. Moki, same thing. I liked what is this one? I think this is a defense OTK. Yeah, it's like where your opponent attacks into your monsters and they just hurt themselves, or you attack with the defense position monsters, but it's like really bad 6 Sam, or not 6 Sam, super heavy. I'm neutral on it. Whoop. The Agents, I am neutral. Monarchs, I am neutral. Law of the Normal, don't care for, but don't mind. Don't care about whatever the two little... gosh, I gotta zoom in again. Pikaru and Kuren. I should remember those names. Inferno Tempest. It's the same deal as Final Countdown. Pyramid of Light, don't care for. Elemental Hero, I'm neutral on. Armed Dragon, neutral. Level Up is mechanic, I like. Then Horus, the Black Flame Deity, I am neutral on. BES, don't care for but don't mind. DD Dynamite, don't care for but don't mind. Nephthys, or Secret Nephthys, whatever it wants to count this as. Neutral. Charmers, they're overrated. They're overrated garbage, and I don't really care. Monk, like Monk Fighter and Legendary Jujitsu Master. It's cool. Neutral on Ancient Gear. Skull Servant. I'm neutral on it. Batteryman, I do like quite a bit, and I have played it. Cyber Dragon, I'm neutral on. Viacroids, because of speed duels, I do like it. Frogs, go neutral. Magical, oh, not the right one to put that in. Magical FTK, Magical Explosion FTK, I should say. Dino goes into play. Dark World goes into neutral. Cyber Angel, neutral. Unpossessed or Familiar Possessed, whatever it is. Overrated garbage. Didn't deserve what it gets, but it still gets it anyways. The best thing about it is the links. And, you know, if it was just one-offs with those and, like, the original wave of Charmers, the flip monsters, then that would have been enough. Water Dragon, I'm neutral on it. I think the designs are cool. This one is Chthonian. That one is fine if I don't know it. Don't care for, but don't mind. Face cards, I'm neutral on them. They're whatever. Whatever this is called. The Pendulum, Mystical Beast, spell counter shit. Sacred Beasts are overrated garbage. Demise, Demise Ruin, if it's counting that, I'm neutral on it. I used to really like it, but I'll still keep it in. Like I would like to try and play it again if it gets another wave of Legacy, but it's very unlikely to happen. Macro, don't care for. Unity, overrated. Counter Fairies, I'm neutral on. Herald, Like we're not talking about like Drytron Herald, then I quite like it. I just like, Star Seraph Herald is what I played. And I quite enjoyed it. Destiny Hero, overrated but tolerate. What is this one? Majestic, or the mechs, whatever they are, like Majestic, Malevolent mechs. Don't mind, but don't care for. Simorg, I am neutral on. It's just flu, but actually interesting. Aliens, I am neutral on. Neospatian, overrated but tolerate. Chrysalis, no emotion. Rockstun, I like the Kawaki Meru version with like a small Adamantipator engine. Heck, even before that, I would just run Ties of the Brethren to get out 3 other Kawaki Merus, and then Diamond Core would protect them during end phase. So I did play it. It was more Kawaki Meru than like, heck, this one's going here. I assume Kawaki Meru is somewhere on this list. Yeah, it'll show up if it shows up. Otherwise, Cyberdark don't care for, but don't mind. Chain Burn, don't care for. Phantom Beast, don't care for. Gadgets, I do feel neutral about those. No. I actually enjoy gadgets and their boot up support. Six Sam, I like a bit, or quite a bit, yeah. Lycanthrope, don't care for, but don't mind. Crystal Beast, same deal. Sky Scourge, I'm neutral on it. I think it's cool. Light, Fairies, and Dark Fiends is a fun gimmick. Volcanics, don't care for, but don't mind. Marshmallow, it's fine. Phenomenaga, or Venom in general, don't care for, but don't mind. Gemini, I feel neutral on it. Same with Bamboo Sword, I like it as an engine. Ocean Keeper deck, which is just like, how do I explain it? It's a very old series of cards that aren't related by anything except really, well, they are related. They mention each other in their card names or in their card text effect. But then they're also related to Umi and stuff. So it's like, it's an old Umi deck from GX. So I'm fine with it. Felgrand, I am neutral on. Wicked Gods, don't care for, don't mind. Glad Beasts, go into play. Cloudian, I would say I'm neutral on. Evil Hero is... I mean, like, yeah, I'd have to see how to line this up, actually. Because I much prefer... I don't remember what order these were in. Just put this... I think it goes after that one. Put this down into don't care for, but don't mind. Overrated but tolerate. It's just a bad FTK. Skyblaster, not really an archetype. Yubel, I do enjoy the deck. It's just, not much Yubel anymore. But, it's how it is. Chronoforce, overrated but tolerate. Junk, I'm neutral on. Resonator, same thing. Fish, I do like. This will go with frogs, wherever I put that. I believe I put it in neutral. But this is like, once frogs started getting decent stuff, and it wasn't just Des Frog at OTK, or D3S Frog. I'll give it a neutral. Lightsworns is the first thing that goes into love. Goyo, I am neutral on. I do like the archetype. It's just a shame that doesn't have like any main deck pieces that are specifically Goyo cards. Multiple Piece Golem, neutral. Ice Counters, don't really care for. Psychic Synchro is neutral. Zombie, neutral. Iron Chain, neutral. Morphtronic, I like. And then Power Tool, it goes with Morphtronic, actually, unlike. Black Rose, I mean, like, it's hard to play it pure. That's definitely a fact. So, if I could, I'd play like a pure Black Rose deck if it was slightly more playable. Indora, I'm neutral on. I think it's cool. This is why I had to make the overrated but tolerated, because I was like, Black Wings, I don't really care for it, but like it's like something that I acknowledge is super overrated, but I don't hate it. It's just, I like it more than I like Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, and whatnot. It's just, probably could enjoy it more if it wasn't so rated by everyone. Let's go Assault mode, I'm neutral on that. I think it's cool. Sky Fortress, don't care for. And motto, oh, there's Kwakimaru. Yes. Beast, Moja Beast. I am neutral on it. Endymion, neutral. Earthbound, don't care for. Infernity, I'm neutral on it. Beast King, or Barbaros, I guess. I'm neutral on it. X-Saber, neutral. Ally of Justice, don't care for, but don't mind. The coolest thing about it is Catastor, and that's like, the least opinionated opinion in this whole list. Flamville, don't care for, but don't mind. Fortune Lady, I'm neutral on it. I think it's fine. Fishborg isn't really much of a pure archetype, but I'm neutral on it. Insect, or what is this meant to represent? Oh, this represents the C archetype. If we're excluding Max C and we're including like the actual strategy that they try to make it with with ballpark and whatnot, I'll put it into play because I actually like it. Poton, don't care for, but don't mind. Worm, same deal. Mist Valley, neutral. Ice Barriers, neutral. Ritual Djinn, don't care for, but don't mind. Spiders, neutral. Don't care for, but don't mind on Majestic. Clear World, same deal. Reptilian, I put it in neutral. It's cool. It's cool enough. Creator God, overrated but tolerate. Gen X, don't care for, but don't mind. Machina, I am neutral on it. Malefic, same deal. Watts, I do like him. Dark Lords, I like him. Naturia, pure Naturia, I'm like neutral on. It's fine. Jirax, despite being a dinosaur deck, I'm neutral on it. It just doesn't do anything. Pre support, it doesn't do anything. Even now, with the support, it hasn't released in TCG yet at this point. But even now, it's just Meteor spam. That's pretty much all that does pure. Otherwise, you'd just be throwing it into a dino deck, in which point it's just not as fun. Fabled, I'm neutral on it. Scraps, I do like. Dragoonity, I quite enjoy. Temple of the Kings, Trap Monsters. I'll put it. Do I put it with Trap Monsters? I'll put it with that. Fleer archetype, neutral. Karakuri goes into like. Yeah, I do quite like it. Power Sink Stone. Not really sure. Let me just see if I can. Let me see what this one says. Spell Stone counter. Oh. So yeah, just whatever. Nordic, overrated but tolerate. Symphonic Warriors, I am neutral on. I like them as an engine. Mech Lord, don't care for but don't mind. TG, say goes in neutral. I think so. This is TG Hyper Library, and I think it's like a synchro spam deck. I'll put it in neutral still. Gem Knights, I play. Laval's, I'm neutral on it. Violons need modern support, but neutral on it. Overrated, but tolerate. I like Utopia as an engine more than I like it as an actual deck, but I'm going to put it in neutral anyways. This one is Numbers. They're cool. Sharks, neutral. Penguins, I like. They're funny. Gusto is neutral. Masked Heroes, I'm neutral on it. Crashbug, don't really feel anything. Wind Up, I if it gets new support, maybe I can go up to like, but currently it's neutral. Steel Swarm, it's literally just Roach. That's like the most worthy thing about it. Geargia, neutral. Gishki, I do like quite a bit. Galaxy Eyes, Galaxy Eyes Photon. It's either it is definitely overrated, but I tolerate it. It would be in here, but I'm acknowledging that it's very overrated as a deck. It's a lot of support, but it's whatever. Evo Tile, Evo Sar, and Evo Zar. I like it. It's cool. It's a cool evolution gimmick. So, Time Lords, overrated but tolerate. Yeah, I wouldn't even say that. Don't care for, but don't mind. Same thing with Ninja. Inzektor. I enjoy it. Neutral. Exesian. It's like a neat Xyz extra. It's like the Nightmares, but for Xyz, pretty much. But even then, they got outclassed pretty quick by other things. Butter Spy. I assume that this one that is what this one is. Jesus. Put that in. Don't care for, but don't mind. Bouncer. It's cool. Don't like. Well, it's fine. I mean, like the coolest thing about it is it's rank 6. Hieratic, neutral on it. Light Ray. I'd say I'm neutral. Noble Knights, like normal Noble Knights, I'm neutral. Heroic, same deal. Chronomaly, same deal. Madolche, I do like it. I did play competitively at one point. Spellbook, don't care for, but don't mind. Hunders, neutral. Elemental Lords, I don't really care for them. Evil Swarm, it's pretty one trick. It needs new support. So for now, it's like, I'm neutral on it. Constellar / Satellar, or is that's just Tellar Knight Constellar? Okay. It'll go neutral. I'm fine with it. Atlantean, I do like it. Mermail is in the same deal. I'll throw them up here because I'd still actively play them. Dustons, don't care for, but don't mind. Heroic Beast, same deal. Nimble could have been much better. Gimmick Puppet, don't care for, don't mind. Hazy Flame, I like it, but it'll go neutral. Fire King, or not Fire King, Fire Fist, neutral. Mega Phantom Beast, I'm neutral on it. Battle Unboxer, same deal. Dragon Rulers, same deal. Fire King, love the deck. Bujin, I'm neutral on it. Umbral Horror, don't really feel anything for it at all. Super Defense Robo goes with Umbral. Trap Tricks, overrated but tolerate. Honestly, overrated garbage. Like, once Sarah came out, it just kind of made the deck very one note, very boring, very repetitive. Sure, you can run a combo version of it, but even then, it's just like the deck that you're like the main deck being Trap Tricks doesn't do anything other than Sarah. Turn 1, Sarah, set a bunch of things, maybe set up some negates with like the Therion engine. Whatever. Archfiend, it goes to neutral. Star Seraph needs new support, but it goes to neutral for now. I like it in other decks. The Coach, don't care for, don't mind. The hands are funny, but actually, let's go to neutral. Hands go neutral. Vampire, neutral. Ghost Trick, neutral. Raccoon, neutral. Nihilus Vorus is funny, but like that's all that I really feel for it. Sylvans, I'm neutral. Gorgonic, I did play a Gorgonic Tri-Mid deck at one point. I did like it. Trains, I used to have a softer spot for trains, but now it's just kind of Earth Machine, and it's just kind of lost luster for me, which is weird. I don't know, like, once again, like, Earth Machine is a deck that's like a bunch of different decks put together, or a bunch of different engines that run Earth Machines put together. And that's kind of what Trains was before, but before it was like, I don't know, something about it being so one note was more entertaining to me than, I don't know, like, what it is now. Heck, they don't really even play Machina stuff in there anymore. In Earth Machine, from what I know. It's been a while since I've looked into it. Artifact. Oop. Don't care for it, don't mind. Timaeus, overrated but tolerate. Odd Eyes, I do like it. I like it. I wish it was better pure. Performa Pal. I'm neutral on it. Pen Magician, don't care for but don't mind. Melodious, I'm neutral on it. The fact that it keeps itself contained into its own deck. If you're trying to like run the most optimal version of it, which you're locked into your own deck, whatever. But like the fact that it can do things on its own with just its engine and then generic light and or fairy support, It's just cool to me. I just think that's fun. I think that's neat. Super Heavy goes into play. Wish Samurai. Scarecrow could come back, but as of right now, probably can. It's just, I don't know. It could come back theoretically. It just does a lot of stuff. It enables a lot of stuff. I don't know. I tried as an engine and other things again, more than just run it pure. Empowered Warrior, don't care for, don't mind. It was like generic pendulum stuff. Yin Yang, or Yang. Jesus Christ, what did I just say? Yang Zing. I'm neutral on it. Shadalls, I like. Used to have a softer spot for them, but actually, I still play them. Deskbots, I like a lot. Burning Abyss, neutral. Ultra Athletes, I am neutral on. Normal Pendulum, I'm neutral on. I feel like normal Pendulum monsters, like normal Pendulum, like normal monsters that are Pendulums, I feel like have some of the coolest artwork out of like any Pendulum monsters. I feel like they're simple enough, but they also just, they get to show off more of the art because they are a Pendulum monster. So they get the bigger render. Metaphys came out in that this time. I thought it got its support in Circuit Break, I think. But it got its first cards in whatchamacallit, Arc 5. I'm neutral on it. It's like a banished deck that's actually kind of interesting. Fluffle Frightfur goes into play. I'll give it a like, actually. I haven't played it in a while. Goblin pre-Goblin Bikers is funny. It's not good, but it's funny. Cleafort, neutral. Raid Raptor, once again, neutral. Yosenju, I'm neutral, and I played it at one point. Infernoid, I'm neutral. I think it's cool. Ritual Beast, I like it. I think it's, I don't know, it's just fallen off. Even after the new support, it's just kind of fallen off for me. I feel like if the new support came slightly sooner to the TCG, maybe I would have like had more enjoyment out of it. I don't know. Some of it probably also goes to like the fact that it just relied on floodgates on its end board to win games more than its own engine. But you know, that's just my opinion. And that's what this stream's here for. Nekroz, I'm neutral on it. Zephyra, once again, neutral. Prediction Princess, I don't really care for, but I don't mind. Lord of Red actually gets a pass for me. It goes into don't care for, but don't mind. Aqua Actress is just fine. It's cool enough. DDD, I like it. It's one of those complicated decks that makes me use my forehead. Perform Mage, neutral on it. Aroma, neutral on it. Draco Slayer, ooh, gotta love it, gotta love it. Ignite, I'm neutral. The Vassals, I'm gonna put this, where did I put Monarchs at? I assume I put it in a, where did I put Monarchs? I assume I put it here. Yeah, there it is, there's Monarchs. Kaiju's, pure, it's not really works, but I'm neutral on it. Cosmo, I don't really care for it, but don't mind. Speedroid goes into like. Entity doesn't have its own like main deck plays except for like spell and trap cards, and even then those aren't plays. I think they're cool though. They'll go into neutral. Cyframe, I'm neutral on it. It's a hand trap deck, and it's just very reactive. You equip the gear that you need to react to your opponent with. Magispector, I am neutral on it. Gradle, once again, neutral. Morphage, don't care for but don't mind. Like, surprisingly for like an old Floodgate deck, it's not great. Goliath and Sloth were both splashed into things. Amor Factor Pain was splashed into Drytron Brews to skip turns. But by itself, I don't care for but don't mind it. Shiranui I quite like in terms of like its lore, but otherwise I'm just neutral on it. Dino Mist, it's Machine Dinos, which would probably put it up higher normally, but I'm just neutral on it. Super Quants, don't care for it, don't mind. Phantom Knights, It's either neutral or don't care for but don't mind. Honestly, it's overrated, but I tolerate it. Don't care for but don't mind, but it's overrated. Luna Lights, it either goes into bottom of play or into like. Well, of course it's gonna go bottom of play or bottom of like because that's how I'm doing the list. I'll put it in the bottom of like. Digital Bug, I do like it. I like the deck. Ghost Girls, neutral on them. They're necessary evil. It's not like you can really play pure. Cupid goes into don't care for but don't mind. Magician Girl, don't care for but don't mind. Same with Celtic Guardian, Silent Magician, Silent Swordsman. They all go there. Blue Eyes or Chaos Blue Eyes, Ritual Blue Eyes, overrated but tolerate. Honestly, overrated garbage actually. ABC, and I'm skipping through these fast. I'll put it into like. Metal Foes, I do like it. Trimid, I did play it at one point. That goes with the Gorgonic stuff. But I played more Trimid than Gorgonic. Yeah, I just played it as extender / negate. Paleo goes into neutral. Spiral, don't care for but don't mind. Subterror, same deal. Fairy Tale, I mean, like, it's neutral. It's fine. Flower Cardian, I have nothing for, unfortunately. I feel like it'd be a really funny deck, but it's just super demanding in terms of how you deck build. And to get out the better monsters, you lock yourself into Flower Cardian. So that instantly takes out a lot that you could really do with it. Cypher, don't care for but don't mind. Crystron, I'm neutral on it. I wish Chemic Critters were better. Predaplants, well, Chemic Critters go neutral. Predaplants go neutral. Abyss Actors go into neutral. Shinobird, I'm going to put it in... I don't know. Like, I feel like I like the Shino Baron and Shino Baroness rituals, but I don't really care for the main deck Shinobirds other than those. I don't know. Zodiac, neutral. Grass Piles, I assume that's what this one stands for. I like them. It allowed for different deck building. Wind Witch, pure, I am neutral on. I like Alistair. It was strong for the time that it was relevant, and then it got power corrupt. Vision Hero, I am neutral on. Oh yeah, because Vion came out. Yeah, Vion and Witch Raider came out that time. Phantasm Spiral, I'm neutral on. Lyrilisk, I like a lot. Rescue, I do like it. White Aura, neutral. This is Battles of Legend era, or Battles of Legend Light's Revenge. Yeah, the original Battles of Legend, yeah. True Draco, don't care for her, don't mind. True King, though, as an engine, not as like a floodgate deck, I'm neutral on. I like it. Heck, I really enjoyed it in decks like specifically 6 Sam True King with Fuma. Just pop Fuma, summon all bodies from deck. It was cool. Zark, don't care for her, don't mind. Code Talker, I assume that's what this one stands for. I'm neutral on it. Goki, once again, neutral on it. Prefer the pure. Trickstar, don't care for but don't mind. World Chalice, I'm neutral on. I think it's funny, but it doesn't really do much. Vendread, don't care for but don't mind. I'll put that into play. Like, I don't know. Like, it's basically the same thing. It's still Lightsworn, so whatever. We ball. Fuck, we balls. FA, I do like it. It's not great, but I like it. And it's what matters to me. And this list is definitely not updated today, as you can see. We're almost out. Treasure Panda, neutral. It was funny for the time. Ultrageist, don't care for but don't mind. Rocket, I am neutral on for the most part. Crawler, I'll give it a neutral. It was too slow. Muskets, I like. Weather Painters, I am neutral. Mech Knights, once again, neutral. I assume this is Extra Link Warrior. Let me see. Warrior combo. Okay, so Warrior combo specifically, Other than Six Sam and yeah, other than Six Sam, I'm like neutral on it. Tintangle, I am neutral on it. I wish it could do something. Lair of Darkness, don't care for it, but don't mind. Nightmares, as like if we're talking about extra link, I'm like neutral on it. I try to make a lot of different extra link decks that are just goofy. Element Saber, don't care for, but don't mind. For hire, I am neutral on. I think it's a cool advantage engine, and it finally had it stay in the sun. Because like its support was fine for the most part, it just needed other things to build around it. You know, Sky Striker, overrated but tolerate. And I do like it as an engine in like Orchest and whatnot. I thought that was interesting, but pure, it's just overrated. I do tolerate it. Golden Castle of Stromberg, don't mind. Or Battle Stars, same deal. Crusadia, I like. Danger, I am neutral on. Incantation, I am neutral on. Valkyrie, overrated but tolerate. Salamangreat, honestly, now this goes here. Salamangreat, I actually like. I like it when it's not like, I don't know, it's like a different style that I would play. But that's just me. Thunder Dragons, I am neutral on. As a deck, Orchest, I quite like. This is like a mid-range deck for sure, not investing too much of your resources, and you just put up a recurring board or a board that recurs itself. And you could grind out games with it. Dino Wrestler, don't care for, don't mind. I believe this is Condemned / Forbidden spell cards. Condemned Witch, I'm neutral. I think that was just like an engine, yeah. Giant Bullpock. It goes up into play. I really enjoyed playing that deck. Mayakashi goes into like. Just sheer Nui, but done better. Prank Kids, I like. And Guard Dragons, I like them. Time Thief, as a deck, it just goes into play. It's not a love. Redoer is a love. Time Thief as a deck is not. It's just not very... it just doesn't keep me coming back to play the deck. Unless something new comes out to try and spice up the playstyle. Link Combo, I'm neutral on it. Witchcrafter, I think it's overrated, but tolerate. Evil Eye, I am neutral. Infinitrack, or Evil Eye, I don't care but don't mind. Infinitrack, I'm neutral on. Earth Machine, I do not care for, but I don't mind. Mystic Mine, there's like no just like dislike thing because it's not overrated. People definitely, I don't know, like it depends on your definition of overrated. I'm gonna put a row above, add a row above. Just dislike. Dislike. Just dislike. There we go. Fortune Fairy, don't care for but don't mind. Battle Wasp, it goes into play. Marincess is neutral. Tenyi Pure is neutral. Actually, I do like Tenyi Pure. No, it goes into neutral. It's hard to play. This one is, I believe this is Dream Mirror. Don't care for, don't mind. Gizmac, I'm neutral on it. I think having the attack, or the machines with the same attack and defense is pretty interesting. Unchained goes into neutral. Dragon Link, I like it. It goes with Guard Dragon. Generator, I am neutral on it. Dragon Maid, overrated but tolerate. Math Mech, I'm neutral on it. Ancient Warriors, I am neutral on. Megalith, I quite liked. I wish it had more time in the sun. Adagnister, don't care for but don't mind. Same with Plunder. Same with Rika. Adamantipator, I quite liked. I don't know, something about underutilized types like rock and reptiles and plants and insects. I mean, like, maybe not plants, but insects, rocks, reptiles. Something about that's just interesting to me. Eldritch, don't care for but don't mind. Nemesis, same deal. It needed more archetype support and not just, banish support. Codebreaker is just undersupported. Infernoble, I don't know. Just something about finding ways to get to the combo is fun to me. Yeah, without having to rely on a sold Melfi, I play it still. Appliancer, I am neutral on. I just dislike Numeron. Glacial Beast, neutral on it. Fossil, no, Glacial Beast, don't care for but don't mind. Fossil, I'm neutral. Dogmatica, neutral. Slime. I think the slime archetype is funny, but it doesn't. I don't really care for it because it's just Egyptian god support. Dual Avatar, try to make it work. I'm neutral on it. Tri Brigade, I enjoy, but more so with other decks. Virtual World, I do like it, but more so with other decks. Mutant, I tried. I'm neutral on it. Cupid is an engine that just had its time in the sun. Magistus, I am neutral on it. It's getting some new stuff soon, hopefully, so maybe that'll make it do something. It hasn't really done anything in LCG, so probably not. Don't care for don't mind on Live Twin. Drytron, I actually like it, yeah. Warrock, don't care for don't mind. Springans, goes into neutral. S-Force, I like it. Matriactors, I have... Oh, wait, why did I put that into like? I meant to put that in neutral, Jesus. Starry Night, don't care for but don't mind. Sun Avalon, Sunvine, Sunseed, don't care for but don't mind. I just dislike Earth Arctic. It's just a whole lot of do-nothing deck. Like, literally, like, it does nothing until it got, like, its most recent support with, not Donna Majesty, Duelist Nexus. And even then, like, that just accelerates a skill drain playstyle. Ogdoadic, I'm whatever on. Amazement, neutral. Branded. Overrated garbage, honestly. It lasted way too long, and it just hasn't left a good aftertaste, you know? Bee Trooper, I'd actually give it a like. I prefer Battle Wasp over Bee Trooper. Magic-Key, I quite like it. Suship, I quite like it. Mystical Beast of the Forest, don't care for, don't mind. Like, actually, I'm neutral on it. I like it in Melfi and whatnot. Flu, just dislike. People understand. Actually, no, fuck that. Overrated garbage. People like that deck for reasons that I do not understand. Sword Soul, overrated garbage. I think it's incredibly boring as just a main play style. Venture, neutral. Overrated but tolerate on that. Whatever it's called. Exosister, I really like playing Punk. Ice Jade, I'm neutral on it. It was like Goblins, kind of, except it's not really anywhere close to as playable as Goblins, but it got the support over time that did allow it to be played. Denomorphia, I don't care for it. Lady of Lament, don't care for it. Box of Friends, I think is neat. Deep Sea, I like it. I do like Deep Sea. Visas, I'm neutral on him. Battle Guard is funny, but it doesn't really do much. Therion, I actually like it pure. Or as pure as you can make it with, like, Punk and whatnot. Scareclaw, I'm neutral on it. I gotta read what that says. Pendulum combo. Bro, that's like every Pendulum deck. What kind of description is that? Whatever. I'll give it a play. Might as well. I mean, like, it basically just goes up there with, Draco Slayer. Liberalmancers, I am neutral on. Kairu Shin, don't care for but don't mind. Valence, I am neutral on. Labyrinth, don't care for but don't mind. Runic, just dislike. Tearlaments, I still play what I can. Sprite, I like it. Vernisylph, I am neutral on it. I feel like it'll have its time in the sun at some point. Goaty, I am neutral on it. Bestials, overrated but tolerated. It's just whatever. Kashtira, as a deck, just dislike it. I think, okay, if we don't count tier limits in this, I'm like neutral on this. Because like I think this was like a really interesting concept for a deck. It's just, it came out or was released after, the strongest enabler came out for the deck. Therefore, like we didn't have like an Earth Fairy deck really ever. In the TCG at least. There was an Earth Shizu pile in the OCG at one point. Triangle Zero, I'm neutral on it. It's just a 5Ds thing. Dimension Dice is funny. And it can search out specific cards, which I quite enjoy. Advanced Crystal Beast, don't care for, but don't mind. Actually, you know what? I just don't like it. I really don't like it. G-Golem goes into there. Actually, I like the fact that it's generic Earth stuff. Links that you can play. Doodle Beast, for now, I'm just neutral on it. It needs more support. Makonko, don't care for, but don't mind. Purely, I actually like the deck. Rescue Ace, this one's for you, Brandon. I don't know, like something about like going all out combo with it. I don't enjoy, but I like the control build. Control build is fun. I don't know, like it's something about simpler Yu-Gi-Oh. Even like it's still like modern Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just it's weird. Weird way to explain it. Gold Pride, don't care for, but don't mind. Vanadium, same deal. I think it's like kind of boring actually. Firewall though, I am neutral on. Nemralaria, I don't care for, but don't mind. Where are we? Transcendosaurus got shafted. It got a wave of support that wasn't even related to it. It was Rex Raptor support. And that is like the worst part about it. I am neutral on it. It gave them extra deck stuff to work with. Nouvelle, don't care for it, but don't mind. Vanquish Soul, it's overrated, but I tolerate it. Puppet, don't feel anything. Chimera, I feel like it's aged better, or I've gotten to like it more over time. Especially with trying to make like a pile deck out of it. It's just worse Unchained in that aspect, though. But it does have some things it can do that are interesting. Tistina, don't care for, but don't mind. Vita, don't care for, but don't mind. Diabell Star, overrated but tolerate. Snake Eye, I'm neutral on it. I'm neutral on Snake Eye. Horus, as a pure deck, or like as an engine, I'm going to put in neutral. Xyz Armor, I am neutral on it. As of right now, I feel like I might start enjoying it more, though. Ken and Gen, I am neutral on them. I understand why some people don't like it, but like stuff got hit, it's sold banned and whatnot, so it's not as oppressive and it's not really played. But whatever, I'm neutral on it. Valmonica, I am neutral. I think it's a cool deck. Centurion without Calamity now, I think it's actually an interesting deck. I'm neutral on it. And then Memento, currently I'm neutral on it. Okay, let's save and download. Save image as. Oh. Just title it My Bad Opinion. Jesus Christ, ignore my bad spelling. I fucking typed in opinion. I'll save that again. Download image. There we go. Okay. Do I want to change anything on here? I'm gonna put, no, I'll keep Gladiator Beast here. Dinosaur, I really do like. I think this is about where it should be for me. Oh. Did it change things? Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know. What the... What is... I don't know if that can be shown on YouTube. What? Close ad, please. Thank you. That What just happened with that ad? I'm like, that just threw me off so much. Thank God it's not showing that on stream. I just realized that. Oh my God. uh, it was oh my God. Like that just threw me off. I'm like, don't know how to get back into it from there. There we go. It was. What in the fuck? Okay, there's the list though. So yeah, we got 4 archetypes up here. I'm still not over that ad. That really took it out of me. So I guess my top 3 favorite decks, like all time, currently are literally that I love to play are Lightsworn, Tearlament. Although would I put in love? I mean, like I'd have to group these all together. It would be Lightsworn, Tearlament, pretty much, and then Fire King and Draco Slayer, Pendulum. Then for decks that I like to play often, Harpy, always coming back to it. Same with Dino, same with Glad Beast. Black Rose, I do like playing, or Rose Dragon, I should say. Rose Dragon Plant, I suppose. This goes with this is Ballpark. This represents Ballpark along with Ballpark. Gem Knight, I do like. Excited for the new support. Atlantean Mermail, I do like. Super Heavy, I do like to play. I like to play Shaddolls. Time Thieves, I do like to play. It's just underpowered, very fragile. The Bugs, Bee Trooper, or Battle Wasp Bee Trooper, whatever. Melfi, Punk. This goes with, I don't know, like, I feel like I got to innovate more with Electromite than I did with Beyond the Pendulum, but even then, it's still like a very good card to have for the deck because it's a link to the replace banned Electromite on the TCG. And then Chillmans would be up here. And then yeah, like most of the overrated garbage that I put in here was understandable actually, I'd say. It's of course, the big 4 DM stuff. Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, and Exodia. Then we've got whatever the rest else I put. That fucking ad on the side took it so much out of me. I'm so glad that it didn't capture that because I do not know if that would be allowed on YouTube. Like it wasn't blatantly sexual; it was just very, very suggestive, and I just was not ready for it. Like there was no need for this deck to exist. Advanced Crystal Beast. It doesn't do anything, and it actually enables things. Makes it harder for you to even enable your own plays than normal Crystal Beast does. Because while the effects might appear stronger on paper, it requires you to have a fucking field spell, Advanced Dark, and that's from like 2012. Not good. Not good, man. Yeah. Oh well.